Welcome to our channel. Thank you so much for your love and support on our videos. We want to share something important with you. We read all your comments and truly try our best to reply to your questions and health concerns. If you have any health problems or questions, please feel free to ask. We're here to support you. Now let's move to today's topic. Have you ever paused and really thought about why so many men have a deep, almost unspoken desire for one very specific form of intimacy? The act of kissing you in your most private, sensitive areas. For some women, even hearing that question can feel surprising, even uncomfortable. And yet, for many men, this desire is not just a passing curiosity. It is a strong, natural drive rooted in biology, emotion, and deep connection. The truth that most women over 50 rarely hear is that understanding this desire can completely change how you see intimacy, your body, and even your relationship in ways you may never have expected. I'm Dr. Jodie Whittaker, and I have spent decades working with women navigating life after 50, helping them regain not just their health, but their energy, their confidence, and their ability to feel joy and intimacy. Over the years, I have met thousands of women who carried silent doubts, feelings of embarrassment, and unanswered questions about their sexual relationships. My mission is simple: to give you clarity, compassion, and medically sound advice so you can embrace your sexuality without fear, hesitation, or shame. The paradox is clear. Many women assume that when a man wants to kiss them there, it is only about his own pleasure. Yet research, years of clinical experience, and real-life counseling reveal a much deeper truth. Men often pursue this intimate act not just to satisfy themselves, but as a way to awaken their partner, to connect on a level beyond words, to celebrate her body and remind her that she is wanted and valued. This is especially true after 50, when social expectations, self-doubt, and the physical changes of aging can make women question their attractiveness. What is fascinating is that the desire behind this act is often about devotion rather than simple lust. Men choose this act as a way of giving, not taking. When he takes the time, care, and focus to please you in this way, it is a statement. It is a message that says, "I see you, I value you, I want to give you happiness, and your pleasure truly matters to me." In those moments, his attention is fully on you, and the emotional fulfillment he feels can be powerful. It is a connection that goes beyond just the physical. Biologically, this act is linked to an understanding men often have, even without realizing it, about the body's sensitivity. The area involved has more nerve endings than almost anywhere else, making it highly responsive to touch. When a man engages with you there, he is not only seeking pleasure for himself, he is intentionally trying to awaken your body, your senses, and your nervous system in a way that creates closeness. Emotionally, it feels intimate, gentle, and deeply masculine at the same time. The devotion behind this act is something many women do not fully understand, and that misunderstanding can sometimes lead to tension, embarrassment, or avoidance in relationships. I remember a patient, a woman in her late 60s, who sat across from me feeling shy to speak. She said, "Doctor, I don't understand why my husband still wants this. He's almost my age, and yet it seems so important to him. Why does it matter so much?" Her question was simple, but the doubt and insecurity underneath it were complex. The truth I shared with her is that this is rarely about selfish desire. It is about reassurance, connection, and the special chance for men to show care, attention, and love through an act that is deeply personal and meaningful.
Men are drawn to this act because it lets them give in a way that feels natural yet tender. It is a silent way of saying that your body matters, that your pleasure is important, and that even after many years together, he still finds you attractive. This is where the first change begins for women over 50, realizing that his desire reflects care, not criticism, devotion, not judgment. The emotional bond created through this act is often stronger than many women expect. When a man connects with a woman in this intimate way, his focus and presence create a feeling of being fully seen and accepted. It becomes a form of respect. He acknowledges your vulnerability and shows that he values it. When he notices your response, the softening of your body, the change in your breathing, the relaxation of your muscles, he experiences a deep emotional connection that words cannot express. This bond can refresh relationships, especially later in life, when couples may think passion has faded. For many women, the barrier is internal. Some feel self-conscious, worried about body changes, or influenced by messages that say sexual pleasure belongs only to the young. Menopause, hormone shifts, and natural aging bring changes in sensitivity and moisture. These changes are normal, but fear can stop women from allowing themselves to receive pleasure, even from a loving partner. When women learn to trust that they are still desirable and capable of giving and receiving pleasure, everything shifts. Confidence, not perfection, is what truly matters. When you believe you are worthy of intimacy, desire changes. Distance turns into closeness. Allowing intimacy becomes not just physical enjoyment, but a reminder of your value and love within the relationship.
There are also real physical benefits. Increased blood flow supports tissue health, reduces dryness naturally, and improves sensitivity. The release of oxytocin and endorphins lowers stress, improves sleep, and supports heart health. Pleasure is not just enjoyment, it is healing for the body, mind, and spirit. Women who welcome this form of intimacy often report more energy, greater well-being, and a stronger connection with their bodies, while their partners feel renewed in their ability to give and care. Breaking cultural shame is important. Many women over 50 grew up where discussions about sexuality, especially female pleasure, were avoided. Silence created discomfort and internal shame. The first step is changing perspective, understanding that intimacy is natural, pleasure is healthy, and your body deserves respect, not secrecy. Simple preparation can help. A shower, gentle cleansing, grooming if desired, and creating a calm, private space can turn anxiety into comfort. Small details like soft lighting, a candle, or a light fragrance can create a mindful atmosphere. These actions show that the moment matters and that both partners are present. When the mind feels safe, the body responds more fully. Intimacy becomes shared discovery instead of something rushed. The real key is presence and intention. Technique alone does not create deep pleasure. True connection comes when both partners are attentive and aware. Slow, thoughtful movements and responding to subtle cues transform the experience into a journey of mutual respect and meaningful desire. Intimacy after 50 is a choice. It does not disappear automatically with age. Passion is not measured in years, but in openness and willingness to connect. Couples who thrive later in life choose closeness intentionally. Communication is essential. Without honest discussion about fears, limits, and preferences, intimacy can fade. Sharing concerns and expressing needs builds safety and joy. Mindset shapes everything. Believing intimacy is no longer for you limits your experience. Choosing to embrace pleasure at any stage of life is freeing. Wrinkles and hormonal changes do not reduce your ability to feel pleasure. They show a life lived and a body worthy of love. As I finish, remember that intimacy does not end at 50, 60, or even 70. It can become deeper and more meaningful with time. Oral intimacy, when approached with care and confidence, can strengthen emotional and physical connection in powerful ways. It is not about performance or youth. It is about devotion, trust, and celebrating each other fully. The best years of passion may not be behind you. They may still be ahead, waiting to be embraced with confidence and curiosity. Every woman has the right to claim this closeness, to receive pleasure without shame, and to enjoy the emotional and physical benefits it brings. The choice is yours. Step forward with courage. Accept your body. Honor your desire and allow connection to grow. Age is not a barrier. It is an invitation to explore deeper, richer, and more fulfilling intimacy than ever before.